Hi there, welcome along to another edition of the Sports Express Show. The boys are back again. I am the Newswa alongside Sanele Melane and my brother. It's fight weekend.
It's fight weekend.
It's fight weekend once again. I feel like we've been getting a lot of boxing, like one after the other. This is what we want.
Yeah, we've been treated lately, brother. So we just can't wait for this one because this one is a big one.
This one is arguably the biggest one of the year.
Yes.
Given who's going to be fighting. It's arguably the pound-to-pound king or pound-for-pound king in the world right now. Canelo Alvarez, who's going to be against Caleb Plant, which is going to be the first unification fight for the super middleweight division. So one of these two men is going to unify the division this weekend, which is something that has never happened in this particular weight division. So it's quite a massive match, man.
So it's history in the making.
Definitely,
and it's pound for pound king trying to just swallow up all the belts. Everything.
Only one left.
Only one left. And let's be honest, I mean, this is what he's been doing. I mean, he's out to build his legacy. And he's been doing it. Now, the question is, can Caleb's sweet hands Plant stop him? Because I feel that Caleb Plant is a formidable fighter. I've watched his fights, I've watched some clips of him. He's a very smooth fighter. He's a boxer. He's a boxer, he's not a brawler. He's very technical. He's very smooth in his transition in terms of attack and defense. Sweet hands, I mean, that's an appropriate name for him. The question is, can he actually do it? I believe he can. But one thing that I've noticed with Caleb is that he gets tired in the second half of the fight. He gets tired easily, so he needs to work on his conditioning. It's one of those things where I said it with Billy Joe Saunders. Can he bring the best Billy Joe Saunders that ever existed? Because if he can, then he'll beat Canelo. That didn't happen. Now the same question is posed for Caleb Plant. Can he bring the best from round 1 all the way to 12? Hopefully not get knocked out, but if Caleb can bring the best Caleb Plant there ever was from round 12 all the way to the end, I genuinely believe that he can beat Canelo.
Now the question is, can he actually do it? Because if you look at the guy's resume, he hasn't really fought a lot of top guys. I think he had his first world championship fight, I think in 2019. And then he's defended his title only 3 times. Compared to Canelo Alvarez, who's had I think 10 world championship title defenses. So can he actually bring his best? Has he reached his best yet? Because against Canelo Alvarez, it's either the best or nothing.
No. Can he do it? Yes, he can do it. I mean, this is boxing, this is sport. Anything can happen. Is it realistic for it to happen given the opponents that he's faced, given the amount of boxing matches that he's had? It's not looking that great in terms of the odds for him. And let's be honest, Canelo, all the greats, Tyson Fury, Canelo, Floyd Mayweather, what they do is that they read the opponent. They can give away the early rounds, 1-2 rounds, because they're busy reading the opponent. Then they adjust, then they slaughter you, my son. So it's just one of those things where we can't get too excited when we see Caleb Plant start well, because that is the nature of Canelo Alvarez. He's busy reading the fighter, and once he's read the fighter, then it's full on attack, then it's game over. Even predicted that he'll knock him out between the 7th and the 9th round. We'll see if that will happen. We do know that he has the capacity to do so.
We're putting all the question marks on Caleb Plant because we know the other guy he's an absolute monster.
He's got exclamation marks.
There's no questioning what Canelo brings. There's no questioning the kind of game that he's going to bring for this specific fight. So hence why I'm asking you about Caleb Plant. Because he's the one with the question marks, and he's the one that we haven't really seen at his absolute best.
Caleb will outbox Canelo. But can he sustain it?
Can he outbox Canelo, Sunday?
He can.
But will he outbox Canelo? Because when you're talking about his potential, his sweet hands.
Yes,
as his name says.
Yes.
But it's Canelo Alvarez, man.
It is Canelo Alvarez.
Outboxing Canelo Alvarez.
I mean, let's put it this way. There's so many matches that I could refer to. Let's talk about Amir Khan versus Canelo Alvarez. Let's be honest. Amir Khan was outboxing Canelo Alvarez. The speed that Amir Khan was showing Canelo was a problem for him. But the one thing that beats speed is timing. And that's how Canelo Alvarez knocked out Amir Khan. So in this case, there are many other matches that you can watch where Canelo was being outboxed, but he has that timing to just, iron somebody out. Now the question is, can Caleb Plant last that long? Because I do believe that he can.
So you feel that Caleb can only win the fight if it goes a distance?
Of course, there's no way Caleb is gonna knock him out.
So if there's no knockout, you feel that Caleb will have enough to win the fight?
If the Caleb of 1 to 4th round can go all the way to the 12th round,
now
then
you're piecing things together. I'm asking you is, because again what you're saying, he's a talented fighter, but if it doesn't go the distance, we know Canelo is coming from a very brutal knockout of Billy Joe Saunders, and now if he doesn't knock out Caleb Plant,
he has a shot. Yeah,
do you feel like Caleb has a big shot?
You know, I feel like Caleb has a big shot.
Yeah.
I really do, unless it's gonna be, who was that British guy that Canelo fought and he hurt his arm? I forgot his name.
Yeah.
But he was the biggest in that weight division, and he took that belt as well. Unless Caleb Plant is gonna be as useless as that guy, which I don't foresee happening.
Yeah.
I think Caleb will have a shot. I don't wanna lie to you, brother. I think Caleb will have a shot.
Right, Canelo Alvarez, it took him, I think, 11 months to gather all the belts. Such a short space of time, and that's just down to the fact that he fights a lot.
Yes.
He doesn't fight only once or twice a year.
Yes.
I think he's fought like 4 times already.
This will be his 4th fight.
This will be his 4th fight this year.
Yeah.
You know, so it's a testament to the man in the fact that he's on a mission, and this weekend or this Sunday or Saturday night for them in America, it is the culmination now of that vision. And now is looking to unify the division.
For me, brother, there's no greater fighter at the moment. Like when you watch Canelo Alvarez,
sweet science.
He is the textbook. You know, to look at a premium boxer, an elite boxer, in terms of his attack and defense. I just feel, honestly speaking, realistically speaking, Canelo for me is gonna win that match.
Yeah.
But obviously because it's sport and you see what Caleb also brings to, he's not a champion for nothing. I feel that though that being the case with Caleb, I still feel Canelo is just he's too good. And the question was posed, a prime Floyd Mayweather versus Canelo Alvarez currently.
Now.
Like who would win?
Sure.
And
because Canelo wasn't at his prime when he fought Floyd.
And let's be honest, Floyd was also at the end of his prime.
Yeah.
So if you put them together at their prime, I still feel Floyd would take it.
Yeah.
But that would have been an awesome fight, bro. That would have been an awesome
fight.
Off the charts. But like going back to this one, I think Canelo will have too much. I do feel that, it'll be too much for Caleb, man. That man, there's no wrong that I can see with Canelo, and he's been fighting. I mean, he's the king, and he's chasing these belts, he's chasing these fights, and he's executing. So I just feel it'll be too much at the end, and Canelo Alvarez will win.
Right, action will come to us live in the wee hours of the morning.
Yes.
They're going to be fighting in America at night, but we're looking forward to the fight. I also think Canelo is going to be grabbing this one and unifying the division. Only the 6th man
and making
in history,
man.
Only the 6th fighter in history to unify a division.
That's crazy. And
the second one active apart from Alexander Usyk, who absolutely slaughtered the cruiserweight division.
Yeah. So we just have to tune in, enjoy it, and watch it.
Yeah.
And guys, thank you again for tuning in to our show. And comment, like, and subscribe. Tell us who do you think is gonna win the bout, and we'll catch you again next week. Thanks again, guys. Peace.